In the realm of online entertainment, few figures have ascended to prominence as rapidly as d4vd. This internet sensation has captured the hearts of millions with his musical prowess and enigmatic persona. However, behind the glitz and glamour of his online fame, a dark cloud of controversy has been brewing. In September of 2024, the spotlight shifted dramatically, casting d4vd in a sinister light. Shocking allegations surfaced that painted him as a key player in a series of disturbing events that left the internet reeling. In this comprehensive video, we will delve into the heart of the matter, exploring the gravity of these accusations and the profound impact that VE had on d4vd's reputation and life. Join us as we uncover the unsettling details surrounding the case, examining the evidence, the legal proceedings, and the social media frenzy that has ensued. Get ready to be captivated by a tale where the lines between fame, fortune, and infamy become disturbingly blurred. Our story takes us to the bustling city of Cleveland, Ohio, where the tranquility of a typical day was shattered on September 11, 2024. On this fateful day, law enforcement officials received a distress call that would plunge them into a maelstrom of a missing persons case. The subject of their concern was a young woman named Jania Reynolds, who had been reported missing by her worried family. As the investigation commenced, every lead was pursued, every avenue explored in a desperate bid to unravel the mystery of her disappearance. As the investigation deepened, the authorities stumbled upon a crucial piece of information that sent ripples of concern through the community. The last place Jania was seen was in the vicinity of downtown Cleveland, a bustling area known for its vibrant nightlife. But as the night wore on, Jania failed to return home, leaving her loved ones in a state of growing panic. Days turned into nights, and still there was no sign of Jania. The community rallied together, organizing search parties and pouring through social media posts in the hopes of finding some clue as to her whereabouts. Each unanswered question only served to deepen the mystery, making the case one of the most perplexing missing persons cases in recent memory. Amidst this harrowing ordeal, a glimmer of hope emerged when the police received an anonymous tip that led them to a dark and desolate spot, a parking garage cloaked in shadows. With bated breath, the officers descended into the dimly lit garage, their flashlights piercing the darkness. And there, parked amidst the gloom, was a sleek and sophisticated Tesla, a car that would soon become the focal point of their investigation. The discovery of the vehicle sparked a surge of activity. Forensics teams descended on the scene, combing through the car for any trace of evidence. Every inch was scrutinized, every detail recorded in the meticulous pursuit of justice. The hope was that somewhere in the nooks and crannies of that car lay a clue that could unlock the mystery of Jania's disappearance. Little did they know that what they were about to uncover would send shockwaves far beyond the realm of this single case. As the investigation continued, the police were faced with a labyrinth of clues, and each new piece of information only served to deepen the enigma. The quiet hum of the city was now overshadowed by the ominous silence of a missing persons case that had captured the nation's attention. In the midst of this gripping narrative, the spotlight falls on an unlikely figure, d4vd, an up-and-coming internet sensation whose life was about to be irrevocably altered. The gravity of the situation became even more apparent when the police uncovered a shocking truth. The owner of the car was none other than d4vd himself, a prominent internet singer with a growing legion of fans. This revelation sent shockwaves through the community, intertwining the singer's fate with the missing persons case. As the news spread, social media erupted in a frenzy of speculation and concern. Fans, friends, and foes alike took to online platforms to voice their theories, their fears, and their hopes. The digital world became a cauldron of emotions, as each new update kept the pressure cooker of public opinion at a rolling boil. The weight of the situation pressed heavily on d4vd. His name was now synonymous with the missing persons case, and the pressure to cooperate, to provide answers, was immense. He found himself at the crossroads of his life, his future hanging in the balance as he navigated the treacherous waters of this complex case. Amidst this turbulent sea of uncertainty, d4vd's response was swift and resolute. In a heartbreaking post on social media, he poured out his anguish and confusion, expressing his shock and sorrow over the missing persons case. His words echoed with sincerity, resonating with the countless individuals who had been touched by the case in one way or another. The internet singer's heartfelt plea for cooperation and information tugged at the collective heartstrings of his followers, many of whom had been rooting for his success and now rallied around him in his darkest hour. However, as the days passed without any concrete answers, the online sentiment began to shift. Doubts crept in, suspicions flared, and the once sympathetic online community became a chorus of accusations. Some questioned his motives, pointing to inconsistencies in his statements. Others saw his involvement as an inescapable truth. The singer's carefully crafted public image was now under siege, and the consequences were becoming increasingly dire. With each passing moment, his reputation was taking on water, threatening to sink beneath the waves of public scrutiny. Adding another layer of complexity to this intricate web of events, d4vd's vehicle was nowhere to be found. This puzzling development only served to deepen the mystery, leaving investigators baffled and the public clamoring for answers. The absence of the car raised more questions than it answered, leaving people to wonder about its whereabouts and the potential clues it might hold. Was it intentionally hidden, or was there some other explanation behind its disappearance? The enigma deepened, captivating the public's imagination and fueling the relentless pursuit of the truth. As the investigation reached fever pitch, the police made an astonishing discovery that threatened to shatter the foundations of this already precarious case. The missing car was eventually located, but what they found inside was nothing short of shocking. The car, when finally recovered, contained disturbing evidence that linked the internet singer directly to the investigation. Could this be the crucial piece of evidence that tied d4vd to the case? Or were these findings misleading, casting a shadow of doubt over his involvement? The discovery sent ripples of shock through the community, raising the stakes and intensifying the scrutiny surrounding the internet singer. With the weight of the investigation bearing down on him, d4vd found himself in a desperate bid to clear his name. He vehemently denied any wrongdoing, insisting on his innocence and pleading for understanding. His words were those of a man caught in the headlights, desperately trying to maintain his composure, while the world watched with bated breath. But as the evidence mounted, the odds seemed to be stacked against him, making his journey toward vindication all the more arduous. Adding another layer of intrigue to this convoluted tale, d4vd claimed that he had been a victim himself, alleging that his vehicle had been stolen, only to resurface in connection with the missing persons case. This unexpected twist left the public questioning the reliability of his story. Had his car been used as a tool in the commission of a crime, or was he genuinely a victim of circumstance? The conflicting narratives created a tangled web of deception, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. In a dramatic turn of events, the singer found himself at the center of a maelstrom of accusations that threatened to consume him entirely. Charges of murder were brought against him, plunging him into a nightmare scenario straight out of a crime thriller. The gravity of these charges was staggering, transforming him from a celebrated internet sensation to a criminal defendant overnight. The internet, once his sanctuary, had become a battleground where opinions were weapons and his reputation was the casualty. As the legal proceedings commenced, the internet singer found himself trapped in a courtroom drama where every word, every glance, and every piece of evidence was scrutinized under the harsh glare of the media spotlight. With his freedom and future hanging in the balance, he faced a daunting uphill battle to prove his innocence. In this high-stakes game of justice, the stakes couldn't be higher. Amidst the chaos and confusion, the singer's lawyers stepped into the fray, staunchly defending him and vowing to uncover the truth. They tirelessly worked to present evidence that could exonerate their client, seeking to dismantle the prosecution's case piece by piece. But the path to justice was a long and winding one, fraught with challenges and uncertainties. The legal proceedings exposed a Pandora's box of secrets, revealing the intricate details of the investigation and shedding light on the complexities of the case. Every piece of evidence, no matter how minute, was brought under intense scrutiny, leaving no room for assumptions or biases. As the trial dragged on, the tension in the courtroom thickened, mirroring the growing suspense felt by the public at large. With each witness testimony and forensic report, the picture of what transpired on that fateful night became clearer, yet more disturbing. As the trial reached its climax, the jury was left with the daunting task of separating the truth from a tangled web of lies. Their decision would have profound implications, not just for the singer's fate, but also for the families seeking justice. The weight of their responsibility was palpable as they deliberated in private, their every word echoing the gravity of the situation. In the end, the verdict was a resounding declaration of guilt. The internet singer was found guilty of the heinous crime, sending shockwaves that reverberated far beyond the confines of the courtroom. The news spread like wildfire, leaving fans, friends and foes grappling to come to terms with the verdict. The singer's life as he knew it was over. The bright lights and adoring fans were now replaced by the cold steel bars of a prison cell. As he began his prison sentence, the internet singer was confronted with the harsh reality of his new life. The luxuries and freedoms he once enjoyed were stripped away, leaving him stripped bare before the stark reality of his situation. Behind prison walls, the weight of his actions came crashing down, forcing him to confront the consequences of his choices. In the isolated confines of his prison cell, the singer grappled with the weight of his conviction, his thoughts echoing the haunting realities of his situation. The cheerful melodies he once sang were now replaced by the sobering silence of his surroundings. As the days turned into weeks and months, the singer found himself in a solitary battle for redemption. The adoring fans who once championed him were now a distant memory. He was alone, his only company, the ghosts of his past mistakes. The singer's journey from internet sensation to convicted murderer serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that fame and fortune are fickle companions. His story stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of reputation and the permanence of actions. As the saga of the singer comes to a close, it leaves behind a profound sense of melancholy and a cautionary tale that resonates with the harsh realities of life. His fall from grace was as dramatic as his rise to fame, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry and the hearts of those who once adored him. And with that, we conclude our exploration into the perplexing case of the singer and the shadow of Jania Reynolds. We hope we have done justice to this tragic tale and shed light on one of the most sensational mysteries of recent times. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to show your support. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the truth.